For Asian people used to eating hot and spicy foods that Western palates find difficult, what is your culinary pain equivalent when you're presented with food from a Western cuisine like New Zealand, Australia, Europe or North America?
Mustard. It's a different kind of spicy and I can't handle it. I guess cold water or sparkling water? Now I'm used to it, but when I was younger I always got stomach aches because everyone drank cold water in kindergarten. Koreans have this term called noigihada to describe a sense of discomfort from greasy/creamy foods. The word does not exist in English as far as I know because it has never been an issue for the native English speakers. I figured out the entire matrix, be Asian and Australian at the same time to expose myself to both foods.
I know a friend who absolutely cannot deal coconut/milk-based sauces.
What non-sexual skill is a good indicator of sexual skill?
Wrestling 3 oiled pigs into a hammock.
Self-control. If a person can appreciate anticipation and knows how to draw it out, that person can be a great lover, regardless of any physical strengths or weaknesses.
The skill of reading other people. If you are able to read a person like a book, your partner is going to have a good fuck session.
General unselfishness. It means they probably won't mind giving your oral. Ability to breathe through your ears.
What were you most shocked to find out was a practical effect and not CGI?
The door to the Chamber of Secrets with the snakes circling it.
Those classic Old Spice commercials with scene switches and Terry Crews. Tons of practical effects and amazing effort.
A lot of scenes in LOTR with hobbits around big folk. I always thought it was clever CGI for the most part, not clever cinematography and doubles, though some scenes are still CGI. The truck flip from The Dark Knight.
What was your favorite cartoon as a child?
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Either X-Men or Spider-Man. Loved both of those shows. Dexter's Lab.
First cartoon I fell really in love while a kid was Simpsons. I remember when I was coming from school and immediately watched it on the TV while eating family dinner. Good times.
Angry Beavers. That along with Ed, Edda, Eddie, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and SpongeBob.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
DuckTales.
What did the bully do at your school that made you think that's too far?
I went to a boarding school. Some kid got pinned down by 2 guys while another bounced his balls on his face. This kid got at Mr. Ball Bouncy by pissing into a water bottle and pouring it all over his room. Both were kicked out. Belted some kid with a chunk of wood, 2x4 for talking to his girl. Kid got a depressed skull fracture or some shit, bully went to jail.
Stole the wheelchair of a disabled girl. Now thing was, everyone liked this girl, so there was a cry for blood. They expelled him after threats were made against the administrators.
Had the kid with a learning disability read out me so fucking we taught did. Substitute teacher was in the room and did nothing, so I stood up to erase it off the board and got in trouble for being out of my seat.
Threw exploding firecrackers into some random lady's baby carriage and severely injured the baby. Literally smeared shit on this one autistic kid, who bit the tip of his finger off after.
If every job had the same salary, what job would you want?
Park ranger in a national park. Travel destinations reviewer.
During the warmer seasons I would like to make and sell ice cream. During the colder seasons I would like to make and sell soup.
I want to go back to serving coffee and decorating cakes and donuts.
A red panda keeper.
Probably being a florist. I love flowers and the art of design and would love to own a flower shop.
Clerk in a used bookstore.
What do you really want right now?
For my car to stop breaking down.
I really just wanna sit on a beach and go home to a quiet house.
A hug.
To walk away from my job. I am very close to being able to leave for good. A couple more months and my business will clear my goals and I should be free for good to work from home and while traveling with my family.
Yeah, $500 million would be perfect right now.
I want to sleep. It's 1 a.m. and I have my first job interview in the morning. The anxiety is making it difficult for me. Edit, update, I got the job. Thank you guys for wishing me good luck.
You wake up in an empty room made out of steel. There is no window, door, toilet or anything else except for a note that says, "You may ask only one question." What would that one question be?
One question? And I would laugh.
How did I read this note in this windowless, non-light source having bitch of the room?
How do I get out of here?
What?
Yes or no question is the answer to the question will you let me out of here the same as the answer to this question?
What's the Wi-Fi password?
I would ask for a knife and an orange. You can then cut the orange in half. You have two halves. Two halves make a hole and you climb out the hole.
What was the biggest fuck up in history?
Yahoo not buying Google for $1 million in 1998.
Franz Ferdinand's driver making a wrong turn which starts World War I. And influences pretty much all of history from that point onward. The universe began and many people have had complaints about that. Ending court in the house.
If you had to poop for 30 days non-stop, but after that you never had to poop again for the rest of your life, would you do it and why?
I have IBS, and often spend more time on the toilet than at my desk at work. I would 100% take a month of numb legs and sore asshole to never have to do it again.
I have Crohn's disease. I would step over my own mother for an opportunity like this.
We're all thinking the same thing.
Hell no, poop is the only time I can get away from work or my kids and play Stardew Valley on my phone for 15 minutes or browse Reddit. Don't take me time from me.
You know I lost 30 pounds in 30 days pooping for weight loss.
I would because I have IBS and I want to stop pooping all the time. Frown.